I was kind of open. We started talking about kundalini energy and serpents and what that means because it was a build off of our brother space. He's tapped out. So we've just been talking about,
Right,
all things metaphysics is open.
right. Oh man, so look, so my psych, so I'm into Joyce numerology a lot. So numbers are the completion of everything, right? So you have 10 fingers, right? So you got 10 fingers. So we live in a system by 10, obviously, right? Um, so this system, right? That okay, one is the sun, two is the moon, three is Jupiter, four is Rahu, the part of the moon that eats the sun, five is Mercury, six is Venus, seven is the side of the moon that is the dark side of the moon, right? Then eight is Saturn, and nine is Mars for completion. So just in this type of perspective, you can make all different connections through the kundalini, through the numbers and nines, right? Through the chakra systems. You got Shakita and Shiva, right? I'm 25 years old. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. So I study into being a metaphysical teacher. Kundalini was like the first thing that was really excited about, not really noticing even what the word meant. But the word Kundalini is so contagious. It's so contagious that just by like hearing the word, seeing a word, being around it, it gives you a certain type of just feel for that you ain't never really get. When you hear the word Kundalini, it opens up these gates and stuff. So even like Kundalini, it's the snake, it's the vibration that goes up your spine. So just like anybody that's born on the day of five, or day that equals up to five, this is still in them perspective that five is Buddha. Five represents body, the Buddha, the body. So it's how you sit, it's how you relax, it's how you are in your feng shui. It's how your room is set up. It's about cleaning your area, right? So it's a lot of things going on right now. It's like the Kendrick and the Drake, they beefing and stuff right now. But even before this stuff, you had this relationship basically with Drake. He was already saying like, yeah, for all my dogs, for all my dogs, for all my dogs. What does this mean, right? So we talking about Kundalini, snakes, right? So seraphim, right? They said seraphim are like birds. They look like dragons when they're flying, right? Or when they're falling down. That's what Sarah fall, Sarah, right? Sarah, like Abraham's wife, right? So this type of perspective of seraphim is a dragon, right? Or birds. But birds, right, are dragons. All animals, right, are a lineage of snakes, dragons, worms, right? There's different relationships of what you will call, right, our ancestors, our real ancestors. So even the python, the fire, when we go up, that's why I said fire. When the DNA, the lizard brain, right? It turns you up. It makes you think even brighter and smarter in them type of perspectives. So when you talk about the seraphim, when we talk about the cerebellum, when we talk about the you see it has the cerebrum. It has all brim at the back of it. So this is this type of perspective that a child of a dragon is a lion, right? Like the Sirius star. The child of a lion is a wolf, right? And the child of a wolf is a dog. So we are in this perspective of all for all my dogs, right? We are being hijacked right now in this type of perspective. That's why it's always good to have good teachers. Find good knowledge to search for it, because you never you the goal is not to know everything, because knowing everything is just basically knowing what you need to know at that point of time. So just like Kundalini, this Kundalini, maybe some of y'all Kundalini is even rising today. Some of y'all have meditated today. Some of y'all put y'all feet on the ground. Sister Beauty said, talk to trees, right? Don't look over these simple things of life that just come to us, right? Like trees, nature, right? So we are trees, right? Branches, connections. We reach out to people, right? And so just even through that thing too, just I would encourage people to really get on that journey of joyous numerology, because just like the eclipse that happened not too long ago, just like China, right? They more follow the lunar cycle. The lunar cycle is more just about the things that we kind of probably look over. And there's maybe people in here who can explain it better than me, but there's things that you constantly may look over that are like that control the whole reality. So I know, like, if y'all also listen to some Dan Winters, you look him up on Dan Winters. He talks a lot about trees around churches, right? If the trees are bent over or they slouch, you can tell an unhealthy tree because most times out of 10, the trees are around fences, they're around churches, they're around buildings, right? And he also talks about putting children in metal buildings. It cuts off their kundalini. It cuts off of this energy of understanding what a soul really is. People say so much about soul, body, spirit, but really do honestly do not know what a soul is. And so it's just through them, you know, it's balance. Like Sister Beauty was also saying, balance is everything. So you may be a 5, you may be a 6, you may be a 7, you may be an 8, you may be a 9, right? And so it's these type of perspectives to look at your number. You are not a number, but based off of what it even is, what the hell is even a number? Because we see them everywhere. Numbers are the language that we use. So damn near we use numbers all the time. We're speaking in code. Everything is in a binary sequence. So the Kundalini is always something to tap in with. I even created my own little jump off phrase from Kundalini. My name is Solomonluvbugs, right? But I call my name like Bugalini, right? So I just teach it because it starts from the ground up. It starts from the root chakra up. Right? If you take care of your feet, right? Pisces is the feet, it's the skin. The skin is the biggest organ, right? And these type of perspectives, you take care of your body, you take care of your you take care of your heart, right? You take care of these type of things, right? Because the skin is the biggest organ, Saturn, right? It's the energy around. So it's also 8. So Saturn being 8, also Pisces being the 12th. You feel me? This is all these type of perspectives to pay attention to your numbers, because even the zodiacs is just a stronger divitation of numbers, 1 through 9, 1 through completion. Anything times 9 will automatically beat that number. So 9 times 9 is 81, but 8 plus 1 is 9, right? And this is this type of perspectives that magic is what we constantly say every day. We constantly use every day. It is literally just practice and skill. So the more you learn, the more you keep up with this thing. The highest level is meditation. So the level right under meditation is literally searching for knowledge, constantly being in that space to know what is truth. Truth is not just belief, truth is evidence. So you can say 1,000 things, but you must come with evidence. You must come with these things, right? You can't just sound convincing. You can't just look convincing. You also have to be that. Be what you are saying. Be what's going on around us, right? So they got this Drake and Kendrick this thing going on, but obviously Israel just got some 200 of them bombs just blown on them. So we are in a space of real balance. Real things are fin to flip. And so these are also this thing that Kundalini, we are the Kundalini. We are the snakes that travel up the back, that travel up the nervous system. Go towards your nervous system. Go towards things that make you nervous. Fear travels through the anal. So that's why it's the root chakra. That's why it's the feet, right? Your feet doesn't have a mouth. Your feet don't say, I don't want to walk. Your feet don't say, hey, man, I done had a hard day. So it's this type of relationship that people get treated like this too. So if there's anybody that's out there on the end of the zodiac that has not been taken care of them, take care of them. All right, I'm an Aries, April 1st, born on April 1st, but I was born at 105. So my psychic number and life path number is a little bit weird. You get your psychic number based off of the day that you born on and you add those together. So I was born on April 1st, or I was born at 105. So I was also born on March 31st, the day Nipsey Hussle passed away. Condolences, right? March 31st, right, will also be in a type of perspective that if you add the numbers up for March 31st in 1998, they equal out to the psychic number being 4, which is 4 being the part of the sun the part of the moon that eats the sun. So anything that eats the sun must be as powerful as the sun, guys, right? So the life path number of March 31st would be 7, right? So 4 and 7 are the most occult numbers that you can ever use, right? If you go to even wherever you live and what city you live, you go to the street 47, the number 47 is so magical because it literally is the lunar clock, right? Right? Tupac was a 47, right? His number is 47. So these type of instruments is just based off of how the matrix puts certain numbers into the reality to change shit up, to get it up, to change it up and to switch the life up. So in these perspectives, the more you get into these numbers, the more you tap into these nombres, your name, your feminine energy, joyous numerology, but by Josiah Harish. Hadish Jahadi Hadish, right? And so we just it's just some more things to tap in with, and I appreciate y'all talking about Kundalini because we need more people. I feel like who look like me to understand that real Christos energy, to really understand that Christos consciousness, right? We all have this point in our brain, so that pineal gland it sits across in the hippocampus with your memory. Your memory is your mercury. It's what you are protecting. Mind is another way for nectar. So how you think is your nectar, y'all. How you think is your nectar. People want to know how you think. So when you giving out what you think, know that you are giving out all your elixir. You giving out your elixir. So when you do it, the lights is on you. Lights, camera, action. Show yourself. Show you. You are me. We are everything. I am everything and nothing. This is this understanding of true spirituality. You're spiraling out. It's okay to spiral out because you're spiritual, right? It is not about good or bad. It is about balance. We are way past good and bad. You are an adept, or you're trying to move to adept to get really deep into something. Before you ever start a build, you got to dig for the basement first. So your foundation is always the first thing you're working on. Always. You got to dig at the bottom first. So also, this is just I am a metaphysical metaphysician, right? So I'm into all of these type of things, right? I practice my art. I practice healing through speech, right? I practice sound waves, all the things that we all necessarily say, man, this is what it is, this is what it ain't, you know. So feel free to ever come and get a reading from me or just have a one-on-ones, talks, deals, bro, because really we really need this. Like we need this more often. You know, we need this every day in our own cities, our own places, right? We might not have nobody that we can talk to about this energy, right? But that's why it's always good to practice, to speak it out loud, to know that shit, man, I'm probably getting tricked out. I'm probably getting tricked in this situation. So balance is everything. Balance doesn't just mean the money, you feel me? Balance means positive, right? It's a little bit over positive. So that's why we stay balanced. Balance is everything. So Kundalini, be careful. Kundalini can also be dangerous. Like you'll pop your top off. You feel me? So it's also them type of perspectives that you can turn up as well. You feel me? You can be too powerful. People who are born on threes, all my Jupiter people. If you a life path number 3 or a psychic number 3, if you a Jupiter, you are tough. You are big 3, right? So know that that is like Jupiter is like the biggest gas planet of fire, right? But it's the teacher, it's the counselor. So all my 3s in here, know that you are the counselor. You have the right to judge. You have the right to step in to say, hey, that is not okay, y'all. Let's change that up and switch it around, right? So all my ones in here, if you born on 1 or your name equals up to 1 or your life path number equal up to 1, you are the sun. I appreciate you. Keep going. All my 2s, you are the moon. You are the queen of this energy, boy or man. We are not talking about bad and good, right? And so these are these things to know more about your world. You need to know more about yourself. So if you don't know nothing about your numbers, you are off. You are off. If you are an accountant and you count more numbers than the numbers that you are in your own birthday, right? Your parents were saying happy birthday on this specific day before you was ever counting somebody else's numbers. Know and study your numbers first. So I ain't gonna get too deep. I appreciate y'all, Kundalini, Bugalini, rise your consciousness, Christ consciousness. Where I come from Secret Energy. If y'all ever look it up or find it, all of y'all are more than welcome to come on through. It's called Secret Energy. They just got a Discord. My one of my master teachers is Seven Bomar. He is the founder of Secret Energy. I am an ambassador there, right? So constantly come on through, and we can still do these talks. And I promise y'all probably find me in Secret Energy. So I'm gonna still promote myself more, and also I want to meet people too. So find out more about yourself. learn that energy and keep making these spaces for people because it's no competition. It's literally no competition. That's duality. We don't believe in duality. We believe in balance. Balance is the opposed energy to duality. Duality will always have you know we're gonna go on a good team. No, we're going on a bad team. No, we understand as adepts that we might have to have demons and angels on both this team. That I am also a demon and an angel, right? That I have a higher knowledge and a lower knowledge. I have low vibrations. Low vibrations are not bad. You feel me? They're low vibrations. Say it what it is. Don't call it what it's not, right? High vibrations are what they are. They're not good vibrations neither too. They could be evil as well. So the lizard brain does take over. So don't allow just to overthink people to allow just your lizard brain to say, nah, he ain't saying it right. Nah, he ain't speaking the truth. Nah, she ain't speaking the truth. Nah, she ain't coming with the truth because it's about a space to disagree anyway. At least that you can disagree with me, thankfully, or perpetually, without even harming me. You feel me? So we find more spaces like this where we can at least disagree comfortably, so never get an insult and never speak on it. If you ever get an insult, you should be the person who's insulting you should be the second to know. Maya Angelou, right? So I give honor, I give grace, I give a lot of energy to the space. I want more people to speak and find themselves. Right, this is really Star Wars, real talk. You feel me? So it's war in the sky, war on the earth too. So the same thing. Every tree, every piece of bug, every plant, flower is connected to something in the sky. So whatever you do down here goes up, right? So people call it heaven. People call it other things, right? So know your low and high. Know the balances. You feel me? Know everything, but also know that you are nothing, right? And that's okay. Find out why it's okay. Because them are some of the strongest words. I don't even say it's all love because love is just that Jupiter thing as well. It's like too much love. You can be addicted to too much love, right? If you come with love, then you got to bring hate. And there's some type of perspectives that, okay, it's a balance. If we talking about balance, then I want to be wholeness because I might not be upset or I might not be happy, but I'm whole. I feel together. I feel like, okay, my spirit is within me. And that's some type of perspectives too. So I've always even telling myself earlier, like, just talk more, bro. You just gotta talk more, bro, and it'll just reach. I also call myself germ. So y'all didn't caught this germ, real talk. Just like kundalini. Once you know more about kundalini, I wish somebody came to me and talked to me like how I'm talking to y'all about kundalini. Because when I was on kundalini, I was asking my friends, I was like, bro, kundalini is this, and I was just sounding like a big ass conspiracy theorist. But it's not that, guys. It's not. It's literally, man, that's energies inside your body and you can tap into your 3 trillion million old DNA, right? When you start just tapping in with self, right? And it go from 10,000 years to what's the name years, right? And we so caught up on just the last 500 years, right? It's just that's all we arguing about, the last 500 years. But if we billions of years old, we live on a planet that's billions of years old. What are we talking about? What are we fighting for? What are we encouraging in everybody else? Why are we watching so much fucking TV, right? So we give honor to the space. We give honor to what we don't know, and we give honor to what we will know, right? Because this is not over. You feel me? I hope y'all see me again. I hope I see somebody else again. I hope this message reaches out to where you may reach out to somebody else who just, is on that journey. So I come from the Bible Belt. I come from the Christianity train. You feel me? So I had to jump out of there. I'm a poet, so you don't never want to kill the poet. You feel me? So I feel like the church kills the poet a lot or tries to use them. So the more that you know about yourself, the more you know about the world. You are the world. You look in your fingerprint. There go that spirituality that I was talking about, the spiral. You look at that spiral in your finger. That's the same spiral as going on in the universe. So all my people who do shrooms and acid and psychedelics know what I'm talking about. Just based off of just just vibing out in that. So this is a good build on this Sunday, on this sun died, right? Sun died today. So you play with your words, you get different messages. Circles are squares, right? So real balance. Balance, it goes, it keeps going, it doesn't stop. It's here forever, right? So I give honor forwards, not backwards. I give honor to the space, holding this balance. Go follow me, Solomonluvbugs, or I make music as well. So if you don't mess with me talking, you probably like my music. So I give honor to the space. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Sister Beauty. Thank you, Kundalini Fire. Star Wars cooking up. We really in this for sure.
Star Wars, nigga. Star Wars. It's a war. It's a war of the stars. It's about light. It's a battle of light. Thank you so much for cooking up, Solomon. I'm now following you. I'm interested to see what your brand is, what business you got on. Another metaphysician, bro. A lot of niggas don't come to my stage, but they're heavy in their metaphysical bag. So you're in a nice little pocket on Twitter.
I
You're a nice
appreciate
little
it, bro.
pocket.
It feels comfortable. It feels good to be here.
Sure. Sure, it's wonderful to have you in the conversation, brother. Wonderful to have you. We got two more metaphysicians on stage. We got our sisters here. Our sister Yaya, our sister Ice Raid. Call them twice. Grand Rising, y'all. What's up?
Hey, hey, family. I think Auntie Y'all, I don't know if she's spoken yet, but she was definitely here first. I don't want to jump ahead of anybody.
Hey, good morning. Hey, Kiana.
Hey,
Hey, Jackson, and the rest of the family in here. Thank you for this space. Nice to meet you, Solomon. First impressions mean a lot, and you have a wonderful first impression. Thank you for your mind and sharing.